Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. In this session, we will see how to find out the point of intersection of pair of straight lines if the pair of straight lines is not passing through origin or their point of intersection is not 0, 0. In such a case, or can we say a second degree non-homogeneous equation represents a pair of straight line. Now how to find out the point of intersection. So let us say that ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 is a second degree non-homogeneous equation. It represents a pair of straight line with whatever the conditions that needs to be satisfied. Then what is the point of intersection of this pair of straight lines? We know that pair of straight line means two different straight lines. They intersect at a particular point. Together we are giving the combined equation to them. So we can do this in two ways. In this session we will look into one method. In the next video we will look into the other method which is not generally there in the textbooks. So let's look at the first method and how to find out the point of intersection. Let us say that the second degree non-homogeneous equation is, as we know, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. This represents a pair of straight lines. We have to find out what is the point of intersection of this pair of straight line. So for that what we will do, we'll try to plot this pair of straight lines, just a arbitrary diagram just for our understanding. Let us say that this is our origin 0, 0 and these are the two straight lines which are intersecting with each other, and combined they represent ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. Let us say that these two intersect at a point alpha, beta. Now the logic goes like this. What we will do now, we will try to translate the origin from 0, 0 or transform the origin from 0, 0 to the point alpha beta, because once we transform to alpha beta, we know our equation format should be a x dash whole square plus 2h x dash y dash plus b y dash whole square equal to 0. Because when we shift to the new origin, let us say this is our new origin, or let us say this is the new. Now when we shift to alpha, beta, that's nothing but the point of intersection of the pair of straight lines given. Then what happens? X, we know that x is nothing but equal to, we did this as part of translation, x equal to x dash plus h and y equal to y dash plus k. Here h is nothing but alpha and k equal to beta. So can I write down x equal to x dash plus alpha, y equal to y dash plus beta. Now I substitute x and y values in the given pair of straight lines. We will be getting an equation in terms of x dash and y dash. But remember that we cannot have any x terms and y terms in that, or constant term for that matter, because with respect to the new origin the point of intersection is 0, 0. With respect to the old origin the point of intersection is alpha, beta. So we will leverage that particular condition or the logic and we'll try to find out the point of intersection. So my next step will be, we'll write down the equation in terms of x dash. So I'll write down a into x dash plus alpha whole square plus 2h into x dash plus alpha into y dash plus beta plus b into y dash plus beta whole square plus 2g into x dash plus alpha plus 2f into y dash plus beta plus c equal to 0. Now this is a transformed equation. Now we try to simplify this. We are not going to completely do this. Now only our logic is very simple. When I expand this, it should not have any x terms or y terms. So what we will try to do, we will try to find out from this equation where are x and y terms, and we will equate them to 0. So first let's go to x terms and find out where are the x terms. We will first look for x here, we will look for y terms here, so that we get two conditions, which is a pair of linear equation in two variables. We should be able to solve for alpha and beta. Okay, now let us see where I will get my x. First I will get x from here, because 2ab term of this will give me 2a x dash alpha. Then I will get x term from here, 2h into x dash into beta will give me another x dash term. Afterwards 2g into x dash will give me another x dash term. So let me go ahead and write it down. X dash term where I will have, which is actually should be equal, quotient should be equal to 0, because at the end we should be in the form of this. So if I expand this, I am okay with all this, but x terms and y terms should not be there. That's the logic. Okay, now when I expand, I have 2a into, can I take x dash common? X dash into 2a alpha plus, when I take 2h into x dash and multiply with beta, I will have 2h into beta plus, when I take 2g and multiply with x dash, I have 2g is equal to, this whole thing term should be equal to 0. Certainly x dash cannot be equal to 0. That means whatever there in the bracket, that should be equal to 0. So can I say a alpha plus h beta plus g is equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. Now let's go to y term and see what happens. When I go to y term, I don't get y term from here, but I take 2h alpha, I multiply with y dash, I get one y dash term, and I get another y dash term from 2ab term of this expansion, and another y dash term comes from here. So let's write down that, how that looks like. Can I say y dash multiply with, the first one I get is 2h into alpha into y dash, so can I say 2h alpha plus, the next one I get is b into y dash plus b whole square, in that 2ab term, that is nothing but 2b beta plus, the next one I get is when I multiply 2f with y dash plus beta, which is 2f into beta, or 2f into y dash actually, so it will be nothing but just 2f. So this is also equal to 0. So what we have done, we have taken all y dash terms. Y dash is coming from 2h into alpha into y dash. Here I will get a 2ab term, then I have 2f into y dash. So my second equation will be now h alpha plus b beta plus f is equal to 0. This is equation number 2. So we have two equations, linear equation in two variables. In terms of variables alpha and beta, easily we can find out using elimination method or cross multiplication method, we can find out the values of alpha beta. So let's go ahead and finish that. Now let's try to solve this pair of linear equation in two variables to find out the value of alpha and beta. We will use cross multiplication method. So as part of that, I'll write down the corresponding quotients. It will be nothing but h, p, then I'll have g and f, then I'll have a and I'll have h, again I'll have h and I have b. We know this is for alpha, we know this is for beta, I know this is for constant term. We have to do cross multiplication, so I have to go down, then I have to go in the reverse, I have to go down, I have to go in the reverse, I have to go down, I have to go in the reverse. We have done some examples on cross multiplication. If you want, you can refer back to them. So what it will be now, alpha divided by hf minus bg is equal to beta divided by gh minus af is equal to 1 divided by 1 divided by AB minus H square. So can we write down alpha equal to HF minus BG divided by AB minus H square, and beta equal to GH minus AF divided by AB minus H square. So this is the point of intersection of pair of straight lines when the equation is given by second degree non-homogeneous equation. That means the point of intersection of the pair of straight lines is not at 0, 0 but at some particular point alpha beta. So what is the logic we have applied? The logic is, we know that the point of intersection is at a particular point alpha beta. Now why can't I shift the origin from 0, 0 to alpha beta, so that in terms of the new coordinates x dash and y dash, the respective pair of straight lines equation should be a x dash whole square plus 2h x dash y dash plus b y dash whole square. There should not be any x dash terms and y dash terms. So we did expanded them. We transformed x as x dash plus alpha and y as y dash plus beta. We substituted in the given equation. After that we found out where are the x terms and y terms. That quotients should be equal to 0. Now we took them as pair of straight lines in two variables alpha and beta. We found out the point of intersection by using one of the methods, cross multiplication. We can do the same using elimination method also. So the point of intersection is HF minus BG by AB minus H square and GH minus AF by AB minus H square. These are alpha beta. In the next session we will find out the point of intersection, but we will not use the transformation of axis. We will use the basic point that a pair of straight line can be written as product of two other straight lines. We will try to leverage that fundamental property and will try to solve it, which is not there in the mostly textbooks whatever I have seen. I just explored it and I found that that is also easy. So why can't we do one session on that? So I'll catch you in the next session. Till then, keep smiling and sharing. Bye for now.